Hello and welcome to Math 200 Statistics Online here at Cañada College. My name is Lapuz and I'm the instructor for the course. This is an orientation video that walks you through our website, our Canvas page, and kind of gives you hints as to how to approach this class. So I'm hoping that you would have gotten to our home page already somehow, some way. But I want to show you another page that I have that you might have also seen where you could find the syllabus and the schedule. So this is my actual home page, and this is the course that we're looking at this semester, Spring 2023. And here you can download a print version of a letter that was sent to you or that will be sent to you via WebSmart, and the syllabus and the schedule. And so I want to just point out the syllabus is a paper syllabus that you can download, and the schedule, very important here, is the schedule that you can download so you can see the deadlines for the assignments that we have for the class. Further along down here, you can see some more information that may or may not be in the schedule. And just briefly going through this, it kind of gives you an idea, a little bit about myself, a little bit about Cañada College, and how this class is going to be running. Okay? All right, so that's the quick preview of my other homepage. And let's just quickly go through the syllabus. The syllabus here talks about the best way to get a hold of me, and the best way to get a hold of me is through my email. So I have a phone number that I hardly answer because I'm hardly in my office, but I will be checking my email 2 to 3 times a day. We have a course site over here, the instructor, which is pointing towards Canvas. And if you click on that, you'll get to open our Canvas page. And here's some information about the course itself. The course will require us to proctor our exams to try to keep our agreements with some 4-year universities. And so we're going to use Proctorio, and there's some information about that. We will be using, again, Canvas, and we're going to use an open source textbook from OpenStax and an associated learning management system called MyOpenMath, and that will link through Canvas, so you don't really even need to know about MyOpenMath. All you need to know is that when you click on some of the homework assignments and some of the parts of the exam, you'll see that it'll look a little bit different from our regular Canvas page, but just know that that's going to be integrated into Canvas, so you don't need to worry about that. We have course description and student learning outcomes. And then we have some resources here that you can find for our particular college. And the grading is going to be based on these percentages. So we have check-in quizzes where you would go through a video, or if you want, just read the book and then take a short quiz just to test your understanding. And after that, you might want to jump to your homework assignments, and your homework is going to be 15% of the grades. The check-in quizzes are going to be 5%. We have journal assignments to kind of check yourselves as students and see how you're doing in the course and see how you're progressing as a student. And we have our exams. So the 2 midterms and the final exam altogether will be worth 75% of your grade. That's essentially 25% each. And then that's going to be the breakdown. We have the A plus and minus, or the plus and minus grading scheme. And the grade books should be updated after each of the exams that we have. And here it gives you some preview or background about what the Canvas site might look like, and then some possible approaches, growth mindset statements, and a few important dates when the exams are going to be due. The exams will be done online, so they're generally going to be open about a week before the due date. And then here are the actual due dates for the exams. Another set of some dates, important dates, and then the topic list down here, and a quick visual of the big overview of what statistics is about. Okay, the other document I want to point to is the schedule, at least a tentative schedule, and here is a good map of what the semester is going to look like. So here we have some journal assignments. They're generally going to be due on Wednesdays. The check-in quizzes are going to usually be due on Thursdays, and the homework assignments will generally be due on Fridays. These are just due dates, so you're more than welcome to get a head start on these assignments well before the due dates if you would like, just so you're not doing things in the last minute. A few other important dates, like when the last day to add or drop a class is, drop without a W, and some holidays that we have for the course. Our exam deadlines are generally going to be on a Thursday. So the first one is February 23rd. That's the Thursday. And then we have spring break. And after spring break, a couple of weeks after spring break, we have the deadline for exam 2. And then we have the final exam that's going to be due on a Friday of finals week. Again, these are just the due dates. I highly encourage that you try to do these things ahead of time. All right, now let's get to our Canvas page. If you go to your Canvas page, you'll click on the card that says Math 200 OLH. And here is the front page of your Canvas page. We have a banner. These are going to be the banners and then some information. One of the important things that I have to say is that if you need to get a hold of me somehow, the best way to do this is through email. I know that Canvas has a messaging system, but I would rather do the messaging through my email, and that's rlapuz2, the number 2, at my.smccd.edu. The orientation video will be posted here, and then here we have a list of assignments that are upcoming. So these assignments will be can be accessed through the home page and will also be posted in the announcements that will be coming to you weekly. You can also access the assignments through another link on the side where it says assignments. Some more ongoing announcements will be posted here as well, and some advice from students posted here from the previous semesters. All right, probably the more important view of the course would be the modules. And then it gives you a quick overview. It has the welcome page. That's the page that we were just looking at. And we have chapter 1. So this is going to be broken down by chapter. And in each chapter, you'll have some information about the chapter itself, broken down by sections. So in the beginning, you'll have some video. And then you can download a PowerPoint presentation if there was a PowerPoint presentation. Otherwise, you'll just get the link to the actual textbook. And then checking your understanding will be the quiz that you will take. Now, these quizzes are going to be quizzes online. They're short, super short quizzes, and they're open note, open book. So once you're starting to take the quiz, once you've seen the video and or have read the book, you can go through the quiz, and each of these quizzes are generally have 4 questions and multiple choice. Most of them are multiple choice. And there's some others that might be a little bit different structured, but generally you can go through that. And if you have any issues, you're more than welcome to go back to the video and take a look at the book. I believe you have several attempts at these quizzes, so if you're not happy with your grade, you can take it again until you get a perfect score. Okay, and you go section by section, and it's going to essentially give you the same structure. Let's take a look at another chapter. Let's jump to, say, chapter 3. Chapter 3, from chapter 3 on, I believe you can see the checkpoints here listed, but you can also access them through the original link. So again, there's an overview, And there are sections with links to the textbook and the quizzes. Again, some of these things have the checks here, so this is the same check or quiz check that you would find in the original opening page. Okay, within each chapter you have a discussion board, and these discussion boards would be discussion boards where I may look at them periodically, but I generally don't look at them because they would be discussions among the classmates, your classmates. And so I encourage you, if you have any questions, you can go through here if you're stuck somewhere. Also, if you feel like you're understanding the material fairly well and you think that you can answer some of the questions, you can also access the discussion board here to help out your students. Now, some of these chapters have homework help where there are some videos that walk through some of the problems from the homework, and some of the homework help is available here. Sometimes there are no homework help for the particular chapter, so you can just go through the discussion board. And then these are links to the actual homework assignments in the modules as well. So the homework assignments are generally broken down by section, but sometimes a few of the sections are combined, or in this case, there's a section 3.4 that has to split up into a couple of homework assignments just so it's not too overbearing. Okay, so that's a general setup, and my suggestion is to go through this introduction page for each chapter, and then go through the videos. And if you get stuck, you can click the textbook reference. It'll open up the textbook to that particular section. You can look through that. I highly suggest that if you're taking notes to look at the boldface words, text, and make notes of those particular definitions that might be important. And then once you're comfortable with the material, you can go to clicking your understanding, take the quiz, and then just answer the questions here, submit your work, and if you're happy with it and you think you understand it well, you can move on. If you're not happy with it, you can go back to the textbook and walk through a couple more problems, and then go retake the quiz. So once you do that, you should be ready for your homework assignments. And so you can go back to the modules, and once you do all the checkpoints, or maybe you could do the first checkpoint, 3.1, and it looks like you probably should do 3.2 before trying to do a homework assignment. So in this homework assignment, again, it'll look a little bit different because it'll match you up with a different learning management system called MyOpenMath. But all you need to do is get started on this particular problem. There's, again, a link to the textbook, but you can click on the arrow or go to the questions, and here are the questions. A lot of the questions, well, some of the questions will be multiple choice, and some of them will have multiple parts, but there's going to be other questions where you actually have to type in a numerical answer or a formula. So just be aware of those types of questions when you're doing these particular assignments. Okay. Also keep in mind that when they want you to round off, be specific about rounding off to things like 4 decimal places, so that they won't mark you off if you round off too soon. Once you're finished with that, you can submit, and then you'll be done with that homework, and then you can be ready to move on to the next assignment, and then get started. Okay. So that's the general layout of the modules, and that's general layout of how you can progress through the class. The syllabus page will get you to the downloadable syllabus and schedule, again, viewable from my home page, but you can also get it from here. The online syllabus will get you back to my home page so that you can see all the information that you may or may not have seen. Also down below, or on the right here, you see a calendar. And down below, you can see the actual assignments that are going to be set up for you. The next link down is the announcements page. And so these announcements will be sent to your actual email, your my.smccd.edu email. And then you can also view the announcements. The most recent announcements will also be available on the homepage up on top. So right now we don't have any announcements, but when we do, you'll get the last two announcements. And if there are some announcements that you want to refer back to that are further than two announcements ago, then you can go to this announcements page, and then the archive of all the announcements will be left here. You can also access the assignments through this assignments page, and then you can show the assignments by date or by type. By type here we have the check-in problems, the homework problems, and then the journal assignments, etc. And then we'll also have the information about the exam assignments here. Oh, by the way, speaking about exams, and we'll get to this when we get closer to the exam dates, for each of these modules, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and then it looks like the first exam will cover Chapters 1 through 4, and then we will have a link to the actual exam, some information about taking the exam, and then the links to the actual exams posted here. So these might be grayed out at the beginning of the semester, because the exams will not be made public yet, but this is another place where you can find information about the exam. Now your grades, again, will be updated usually after an exam, a week or so after an exam. And so the check-ins and the homework assignments generally will be updated automatically. The journal assignments and portions of the exam I'll have to look at and grade, and so that might take a little bit of time. And so that's why I say usually about a week after the first exam and the second exam and the final, you'll get some information about your updated grades. Here are a list of discussion boards. We can access these discussion boards through either the assignments or the discussions in the modules. If you're having issues looking at the videos or opening the videos, you can go to the Panopto video. This Panopto video will actually automatically open the videos or automatically sign you in so that you can open the videos. The other assignments or the other links down here are for accessing the tutors at Cañada College. We have a good set of tutors that will be helping, that can help out with your statistics courses. Cañada Library, the Cañada Cares program. These are all Cañada links to resources that are available. Title IX information is from the district, and some accessibility links that's also available through our district. Okay, one more note, the different types of assignments that we're looking at are the check-in quizzes, the homework assignments that are linked through my Open Math, and then there's a journal assignments. So let me just quickly discuss information about the journal assignments. There are generally three types of assignments. One type would be a discussion board assignment, and you'll see the DB here as in discussion board. And these are introductions. So some introduction, introduce yourself in the journal assignments, and then just talk a little bit about yourself. Some of these journal assignments have information about some partial credit or some extra credit that you can get. And so these extra credits will be generally applied to your exam. So if you're interested in some extra credits, make sure you take a look and take advantage of these opportunities. And again, they're usually embedded in the journal assignments. Now, the other types of journal assignments that are available are things that you would submit to me that are not discussion board assignments. So one particular such assignment would be a math autobiography, where you would write a little paper talking about your math background and submitting that assignment here. So that's another type of assignment. The third type of assignment that we have, it's actually only one of these, is going to be a proctorio check. This is a quick quiz that asks you to go through your syllabus, and this will be an open syllabus quiz, which means you can have the syllabus open while you're taking this quiz. But the main point in this is for you to get used to using Proctorio. So the idea is that you click on this, it's going to ask you to make sure that Proctorio is installed, and you'll need an ID as well, and then you can start the quiz. And when you start the quiz, it'll ask you questions about the syllabus. So this particular assignment is just a syllabus check, but it also is a check for you to be able to use Proctorio. So when we come to actually taking the exam, you'll have some experience with Proctorio. And sometimes you might need to restart your browser when you're taking the exam, because they might ask for an access code, but generally you won't need an access code if you have Proctorio installed properly. Okay, so those are the general types of journal assignments that we have. And I think that's it for today, or at least for this particular orientation. And once again, I want to welcome you to our Math 200 journey through the statistics course. And remember, if you have any questions, email me, and my email is posted here on the home page of our Canvas page. All right, good luck to you all, and I will be seeing you online.